All right, so go ahead and come into a comfortable seat for you. Take a moment to see that you're sitting in a way that's balanced right and left and balanced front and back, so you feel like you're rocking a little forward on your sitting bones. And you want to take the thighs back a little bit. And then take your hands on top of the thighs and press down to lift your spine just a little. Notice when you do that, the space between your lower ribs and the top of your hip bones. And then rock a little forward still on the sitting bones. Slide the elbows back, turn the palms upward, let your eyes softly close. Bring awareness to the inside of your mouth as you take the back of your teeth apart and rest the back of your tongue on the floor of your mouth. And let your awareness come into your breath. Noticing each in-breath and each out-breath. And the tiny pause between each in-breath and each out-breath. As you tune into your breath, you might use words to anchor your awareness in this moment. And simple words like breathing in and breathing out. The first Yoga Sutra states that the practice of yoga begins now. Now is any moment that you bring your awareness to the present. As you're doing now with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And bring an intention for your practice today to just bring this present moment awareness to your breath, to your body as you begin to move it. And just notice what comes up without any expectation for anything special to happen. Just awareness, breathing in, breathing out. Your eyes softly open, turn your palms downward on your legs. As you breathe in, take your right shoulder up to your ear. And as you breathe out, roll it back. And bring your full awareness into that simple movement, lifting and lowering the right shoulder. Noticing the sensation that's in the shoulder joint itself. As you breathe in, lift it up, and as you breathe out, and let it rest. And let that right side be still and do the same on the left. Breathing in, raising it up, breathing out, lowering it down. And let that left side be still. Extend your arms out by your sides now. Stretch the skin of the palms, stretch the fingers. Rotate the upper arm bones out so the thumbs turn back a little bit more. As you inhale your breath, bring your arms overhead so the fingertips slightly touch. And as you breathe out, spin the palms out so the fingertips come back to the floor. Keep your awareness on the sensation as you rotate the arms out and raise the arms up. In the shoulder joint, maybe a little lift in the spine as you come up. And the shoulders softening, the hips rooted as you come down. 2 more times like that. Awareness of breath and body working in harmony. and take your hands to the back of your thighs. Lift your knees up, extend your legs out. Take your hands next to your hips. Press the fingertips down, lift the spine up. As you inhale your breath, point your toes away from your chest. And as you exhale, draw them back. As you start to move in this way, notice sensation in the ankles, maybe the calves, maybe the knees. Just notice where you notice. And then with the toes somewhat upward, slide your right knee back. Take 2 fingers on each hand behind the skin of the knee and spread it out a little bit. And then lift your thigh bone towards your chest. Roll forward on the sitting bones as you inhale your breath, extend the leg. And as you exhale, draw back. Again, noticing here, sensation in the knee, sensation in the calf. Noticing whatever you notice about your body as you breathe and move. And then next time you come up here, just hold the leg up, press the thigh bone gently into your fingers, and then draw the spine up a little bit more. And then exhale, lower that leg down. And bend the other leg up, 2 fingers behind the skin of the knee, just kind of fan out the skin. Spine lifts as you inhale, extend, as you exhale, release. Noticing again sensation in your knee joint, maybe the back of your calf or back of your thigh. As you breathe and move, full awareness just in this moment, sensation in your body and your breath. And then next time you extend the leg, hold it there, take your hands to the back of the thigh bone, lift the spine up, reach the ball of the foot a little ahead of the heel, and then bend your knee, lower it down, come onto all fours, have your 2 blocks at the top of your mat like mine are. And just set your blanket off to the side. Unless you need it for your knees, you can set your knee up on your blanket. Take your pinky fingers as wide as your mat and stretch your thumbs towards each other. As you inhale your breath, come into cow pose, lifting your tailbone first, working sequentially up the spine to lift your chest. And then as you exhale, start with the tailbone, round the spine. Let your head drop. Let your eyes close so that you can really tune into the feeling of breath moving in your body. And the feeling of your body responding to your breath. And then after your next exhalation, come into a flat back table pose. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and come into downward facing dog. And start out with alternate knee bends. Just kind of waking up your legs, noticing sensation in your leg. And then bend your knees a little or a lot. Reach both hips back. Let your toes get light. Spin your heels out. Let's turn your feet wider apart. Yeah, spin your heels out so that your heels are hiding behind the ankles. And then as you inhale your breath, feel that length in your spine. And as you exhale your breath, reach a little back more through the heels, the top of your thigh bones. And try 3 breaths with awareness like that. As you inhale your breath, you feel the spine lengthen. As you exhale your breath, you feel the heels and thighs reach back. Inhale your gaze forward. Exhale, drop to your knees. Take your knees wide apart, big toes touch. Come back into child pose. Take a gaze between your hands. Press the palms down. Lift the armpits up. And stretch the arms long. And then let your forehead rest. Again, return to the sensation of long breath, lengthening the spine on the in-breath. The hips reaching back and down on the out-breath. Inhale, come back into all fours. And then exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Spin the heels out. Reach
reaching so far back on the balls of the feet that your toes get light. And if they can't, just take a little shorter step or bend your knees. Length of the in-breath, reaching back on the out-breath. This time, take your armpits a little more towards the front of your mat. Notice how that opens and elongates the size of your chest. And then inhale, look forward between your hands. As you exhale, take your feet halfway towards your hands. Bend your knees, lift and stretch your toes. Anchor your heels down. And take your chest way back towards your thighs. Your knees might be bent quite a bit. This depends on you. So they can be bent as much as I am now, or not as much. Just find a spot that feels good to you. Do anchor the heels. Maybe come onto the fingertips to give yourself a little more room. Take the armpits again towards the front of your mat. And then slowly walk your hands back. Hold the outer elbows. Again, knees can be bent a little or a lot. And shift your weight a little forward now so your hips are over the ankles. Hug your thigh muscles snug towards your thigh bones. Take your hands to your hips. Take the elbows back as you inhale. Slowly come up. Bring your arms overhead. Bring all the fingers and palms to press. And then as you exhale, take your thumbs to your sternum. Good. Release the hands down. Take your feet together. Big toes together, heels apart. Stretch your toes out. Inhale the arms overhead. Clasp your fingers and take your index fingers straight up. And then as you exhale, lean over to the left and breathe into the right side of your body. Back teeth are apart. Just feel breath on the in-breath, lengthening and extending on the right. As you exhale, feel the heels root down. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, go to the other side. Return your awareness back into your breath. Inhale, lengthening on that left side back. Exhale, rooting through the heels. As you inhale, everything opens. As you exhale, everything grounds. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release your hands behind your back. Clasp your fingers. Take the knuckle side of your hand towards the floor. Take your upper arm bones back. Lift your collarbones up. Again, find the length on the in-breath. Soften the shoulders down on the out-breath. Long breath in. Soft breath out. Good. Release the hands. Come to the top of your mat. Take your feet hip distance and parallel. Take your thumbs back to the sternum. Take the arm bones back. Find your in-breath, grounding on the out-breath. Release the hands down. Inhale the arms up, palms facing, thumbs back. And then exhale through heart center. Take your hands onto the blocks and fold all the way in. Inhale, come into a flat back, forward bend here. Heels root down, thighs go back. Exhale as you fold in. Take your blocks to the sides of your feet. Take your right leg back and come into a left knee lunge. So your left knee is directly over your left ankle. Take the inside of that right thigh, lift it up. Reach the heel back as you inhale, extend the crown of your head forward. As you exhale, feel that left thigh bone drop. And take the right hand a little closer to the left foot. Take the left hand to your left hip. As you inhale, get the length in the spine first. As you exhale, turn the right hip to the left. So move from the pelvis as far as you can. And then spin the ribs and chest up. Inhale that left arm up. Then as you exhale the breath, take that arm long by your palm towards the floor. Feel the length from the back heel to the top fingers. And find your in-breath and your out-breath. Good. Lower that hand to your block. And take that right block a little more to the right again. Anchor your palms on the block. So press down firmly there. And then take that left foot back and come into plank pose on your blocks. Lift your low belly up. Extend the crown of your head forward. And then shift your hips a little to the right. Rotate the pelvis a little to the right. Come back to the center and rotate the pelvis a little to the left. And come back to the center and rotate to the right.
And come back to the center and rotate to the left. One more time, a lot of awareness in the low belly lifting, the pelvis rotating side to side. Come back to the center, take the knees wide, big toes to touch. Set your blocks off your mat. Bring the palms down, stretch the hips back as you come into child pose. Again, lift the armpits, the elbows, stretch long through the spine. As you exhale, feel the hips drop back. And the chest melt a little more towards the floor. Long in breath, rooted out breath. Inhale, come back to all fours. Exhale, come into downward facing dog. Then spinning the heels out, anchoring the knuckle pads, the finger pads, the whole hand print is pressing the floor away, taking the armpits towards the front of your mat, taking the top of the thighs towards the back of your mat. And you find that length on the in-breath, and the ground on the out-breath. Inhale, your gaze forward. Exhale, take your right foot between your hands. Keep your left heel lifted. Let that right hip drop, right knee over your ankle again, and then come on up with your hands and your hips. Anchor, anchor, anchor that right thigh bone towards the floor. So back heel is lifted. Yeah. And then take the elbows back. And find it rise in the spine, the in-breath, all the way up to your collarbones. Descending through the shoulders and hips on the out-breath. Drive your elbows a little more towards each other behind your back. And take your thumbs to your shoulders and inhale the arms up. And find the breath flowing again up the spine on the in-breath, grounding on the out-breath. Take one more in-breath here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step that left foot forward. Take your blocks back in front of you and fold inward. Shifting your weight forward so your hips are right over the ankles. Take your hands to your hips, take the elbows back. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find the in-breath and the out-breath. Release the hands, inhale the arms up, palms facing. Exhale, hands through heart center to your blocks, fold all the way in. Inhale into a flat back here. Flat back, notice the length from the tailbone through the crown of the head as you breathe in. Notice the top of your thigh bones reaching back, the heels pressing down as you breathe out. Take one more in-breath like that. And then as you exhale and fold in, slide your blocks to the sides of your feet. Take the left leg back, right knee over your ankle. Stretch that left heel back. Reach the crown of your head forward. And feel that length that comes from the in-breath and the ground and the out-breath. Take the left hand a little closer to your right foot, right hand to your hip. And then moving from the left hip bone, just turn it left hip bone a little more to the right, the whole pelvis a little more to the right, and then spin the ribs and then the chest. Inhale that right arm up. As you exhale, take that right arm long by your ear. Connect a line from your back heel through the top pinky finger. Just make that as long as possible. So notice if you lift the left inner thigh up, yeah, it's a little longer of a line, a little more continuous. So flow the breath along that line on the inhale, and then feel the heel on the front foot, the ball on the back foot as you exhale. One more inhale, breath here. Exhale, lower that right hand down, move that left block a little more left. Step your right foot back, come back into plank pose with your hands firmly rooted on the blocks. Your shoulders over the wrists, the palms pressing. Walk your feet together this time. Reach the inner heels back. Again, rotate your hips to the right. Come back to the center and then to the left. See if we can make the movement pretty much only in the hips. So the low belly's got to engage quite a bit to do that. And do one more time on each side. Come back to the center, take the knees wide apart, blocks off to the side. Come back into child pose with the palms pressing, the armpits and elbows lifting. Feeling that length on the in-breath. The reaching back, dropping down the hips on the out-breath. The next inhale, come on back up to all fours. And then come back into downward facing dog. Anchoring the finger pads and the knuckle pads as you press the floor away from you. And then reaching so far back in the top of the thighs, the heels, that your toes get light. Feel that length on the in-breath. The connection to ground on the out-breath. Inhale, your gaze forward. Exhale, take that left foot forward between your hands. Take your time getting up as your knee is right over the ankle. Stretch the right heel back with the heel lifted. Come on up with your hands and your hips. Take a moment for that left thigh to drop. But keep the right inner thigh lifting up. Coil the elbows behind your back towards each other. And then take the thumbs to the shoulders, and as you inhale the breath, stretch everything up. As you exhale the breath, sit down and go more deeply. Inhale, flow of breath up the front of the spine. Exhale, solid ground, the front foot back, ball of the foot. One more in-breath here. Exhale, hands through heart center, set that right foot forward. Bend your knees, line your feet parallel. Take your palms to the back of your calves with your fingers pointed down. So press the palms and calves firmly together. Roll the elbows forward. And then slowly start to straighten the legs by hugging your thigh muscles to your thigh bones. Only as much as it feels good to you. So opening now through the back of the hamstrings. Take your hands to your hips. Take the elbows back. As you inhale the breath, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, thumbs to your sternum. Find the in-breath. Feel the out-breath. In-breath, rising the collarbones. Out-breath, softening the shoulders, anchoring the heels. One more breath like that. Good, release the hands. Take your blocks now tall in behind your heels. I'm going to start on the 7. And bring your hands onto your hips. And keeping your right foot forward, step your left foot back so that your arch on that back foot is lined up with the heel of the front foot. And then spin the heel back a little more than your little toes. The foot's a little angled. Take your hands onto your hips, lift and stretch your toes. And let them just lightly touch the ground. Rotate the whole pelvis towards your front foot and then back to the long version of your mat. Do that a couple more times. Feel the movement in your pelvis as you do. And then notice when you rotate towards the front foot, so rotate that way, stay that way. But the front thigh turns out a little bit more. So turn the front thigh out so your knee goes the same way as your first or second toe. And then spin that left hip a little more forward. Inhale the right arm up. Reach from the pelvis as you take that hand forward and then down to the block. Right next to your calf. Look at your big toe. As you inhale, lengthen the whole spine. As you exhale, turn the pelvis even more towards your right foot. Keep the pelvis in that direction, but spin the belly, the ribs, and the chest towards the ceiling. Take the top shoulder back. And then inhale that left arm up. Gazing at the tip of your left thumb. Find your in-breath here. And whole spine lengthens. For the spine to lengthen, the pelvis has to turn towards your front foot. Out-breath, both hips connect. Or heels start to connect, moving down. Another in-breath here. Exhale, hand to your hip, look at your big toe again. And slide your block now in front by your ankle. And drop the thigh bone more. So you come into about a 90-degree bend. Look at your big toe. Spin that back hip towards your front foot. And then spin the belly, ribs, and chest towards the ceiling again.
Take the thumb to your ear, left thumb to your ear, and then slide along that line so your palm is facing the floor. Long breath from the back heel along the spine, the top of the palm. Exhale, hips root down, heels ground. Another in-breath here. As you exhale the breath, keep the heels firmly rooted. Take that top hand to your hip. Keep your legs just as they are, and come on up with your hands, thumbs to the sternum again. And take a moment to really let that right thigh bone drop. And then reach your left arm left first. And take the whole left side of the body a little more left. So your top of your head is right over your center of your base of your spine. And then take the right arm right. Turn your gaze over the front hand, look over the fingernail of your middle finger. As you inhale, feel the length in the spine. As you exhale, feel the hips drop, the heels connect. Full in breath, rounded out breath. Spin the front palm up. As you exhale, bring the back hand down. Inhale, arm straight up into reverse warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands back to your blocks, one on either side of that front foot. Lift your back heel, come into a lunge. You can take your right hand to your hip again, left hand under the shoulder, and come into a reverse lunge, or rotated lunge like we did earlier. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale, bring that right arm long by the ear, palm to the floor. Long line from the back heel through the pinky finger. And then exhale, lower that right hand down, give yourself space, set that left foot forward. Heels go out, palms to the back of your calves again with your knees bent. Press the palm and calves together, roll the elbows forward and fold inward. Notice the space in the back of your calves. Back of your hamstrings. And then bring your hands to your hips, take the elbows back, take your time, as you inhale, come on up. Exhale, thumbs to your sternum. And find the in-breath. Feel the out-breath. Just notice the breath awareness is a way of inviting your awareness back into this present moment. Release the hands down. Take your blocks tall again behind your ankles. Take your hands to your hips. And step your right foot back. And line your arch up with your left heel on the right foot. And angle the right heel back a little more than your toes, little toes. And then lift and stretch the toes on both feet. So you feel, when you do that, the whole ball of your foot and the heel connect. And then let your toes just slightly rest. And then again, rotate the whole pelvis towards that left foot and back towards the middle of the mat. Do that a couple times. Awareness and the mobility that you have there in the pelvis and how that turning of the pelvis affects the rotation of your thighs. So when you turn the pelvis like that, the back leg thigh rotates in, the front leg thigh rotates out. Stay oriented towards that front leg thigh, turn the pelvis a lot towards that left foot, and then inhale that left arm up. As you exhale the breath, reach that hand forward. Take your hand in the block right by your calf. And look at your toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine first. Right hip bone turns as much as you can towards that left foot. Keep your hips like that and then spin the belly, the ribs, and the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale that top arm up. And turn your gaze to look at your thumbnail. If that bothers your neck, you can look at your toenail. As you notice the in-breath here, you feel the spine lengthen. As you exhale, see if you can take that left thigh bone back a little more. The right hip bone forward a little more. That gives you a little more space in the spine. Just notice that sensation. Inhale, length from hand to hand. Exhale, ground, hips to heels. More in-breath here. Exhale, take that top hand to your hip. Look at your toes again. Drop the left thigh bone, top of the thigh bone towards the floor. Slide your block by the ankle. Keep looking at your toes. So let that
top side one drop. Let that be what bends your knee. Anchor your back heel again. Spin your right hip towards that left toe again. And then spin the ribs and chest towards the ceiling. Take your right thumb to your right ear. And then from that line, stretch the arm long, so the arm comes along with the ear. Look at the upper inner arm. As you inhale, the breath lengthen from the back heel to the top fingers. As you exhale, find that ground from pelvis to heels. Take one more in breath here. Exhale, top hand to your hip. Keep your legs just like they are. And come on up with your thumbs to your sternum. Drop that left thigh bone again. Reach the right arm right first and take the whole right side of your body a little more right. And take the left hand left. Look over your left fingers. Find your left middle finger now. As you exhale, let the shoulders drop, let the hips drop. As you inhale, feel that connected line from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Both sides of the spine lifting evenly. Notice the effect in this pose of the in-breath and the out-breath. And spin the front palm up, exhale, bring the back hand down, inhale, lengthen here. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands back down to your blocks on either side of the front foot. Lift that right heel up, come back into a lunge. Find length from the back heel to the crown of your head. And then exhale, set that back foot forward. Keep your hands on the blocks this time. They can be tall or low. So whatever height allows you to have the knees straight. Point the elbows back. And then let your torso fold forward. And keeping your legs slightly active by grounding the heels, the balls of your feet. Hug the thigh muscles snug and spin the upper thighs back. Just notice that sensation. And then inhale, come into a flat back here. Noticing the length from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Take your hands to your hips, take the elbows back. Take your time as you inhale, come all the way up. And then as you exhale, take thumbs to the sternum. Arm bones back, hard up. Good, release the hands down. Set your blocks this way on your mat, but have them away from you for a minute. We're going to do balance poses and then we'll get to those. And just stand facing forward. Take your feet hip distance apart. Reach the heels down with the heart out. Take your thumbs to your sternum again. So with thumbs to the sternum, press your palms together. Take your shoulder blades towards the spine and downward. Hug your thigh muscles snug. As you breathe in, find the lift and lengthen your spine and anchor that as your center. As you breathe out, feel the heels connect. And bring all of your weight onto your right foot and spin that left knee out. And just rotate the knee forward and out a couple times, just from your toe. So notice if your hips tend to go right. Kind of hug them into the center as you rotate that left thigh. Then land with that left thigh turned out. Find a focal point at eye level and slide that left foot up your leg, either below or above your knee, just not on your knee. And then hug back into the middle again by pressing foot and thigh together. Hands back to the sternum. And find the in-breath and feel the out-breath. If you tap out, just tap back up. And then when you have your balance, you can try extending the arms up, palms facing, thumbs back. And find the in-breath, feel the out-breath. Notice your jaw, doesn't help to clench it. And then as you exhale the breath, lower the hands back to your heart. Lower the foot back down, pause here for a breath. Shifting your weight to your left foot, take that right big toe to the floor, and from your hip joint, rotate the thigh in and out. Again, notice what's going on the left side when you do that. So if it goes to the left, just hug into your middle. And then pause with that leg
thigh rotated out, feel the left heel anchor. And as you're ready, take that leg up. This time, bring your gaze at a steady point at eye level. And turn your hands to the sternum, hugging into the middle. All the muscles hugging in. And then as you're ready, bring the arms up. Okay, just tap back in. If you tap out, find the in-breath. Feel the out-breath. As you exhale the breath, bring the hands back down. Thumbs to your sternum, lower that leg back down. Lift and stretch the toes on both feet. Find the heels again. And come back to the first side, rotating that left thigh out. Inviting the leg up. Take your time. As you're ready, bringing the arms up or keeping the hands at the heart. Just noticing breath and body working together here. Each in-breath, a little more lift in the spine and through the fingers. Each out-breath, a little more ground through the heel. Exhale, hands to the heart. And coming back to the second side, so pause as you shift your weight and hug into the middle. And then bring the foot up. And then re-engage, hugging again, foot and thigh pressed together. Hands in front of the heart pressed together, and that helps you find your center. And then as you find it, then extend up. And as you breathe in, just feel that flow of the spine through the fingers. And as you breathe out, feel that connection through your standing foot. One more in-breath here. And then exhale, hands to the heart. And lower that foot down. Bend your knees a little bit, lift your heels. Take your feet, look at them, make sure they're parallel. The toe sides are parallel. Lift and stretch your toes. Reach your fingers down with your palms facing backward. As you inhale your breath, come up onto the balls of your feet. So heels lift. Notice what's happening in your ankles. Is there a wobble? Are your toes gripping? Just notice. Then as you exhale, come back down. Let your shoulders relax. Spread through the balls of your feet. Lift and spread your toes, and then just let them lightly come back to the ground. So whatever you were noticing before, was it wobbly ankles? Was it grippy toes? This time, see if you can come back up just with the balls of the feet. Everything else still. Toes are lightly touching, but they're not clenching. So take your time on the in-breath, take the arms overhead, lift your heels. If your ankles are really wobbling, don't lift your heels quite as high at first. And then try lifting a little more. If your toes are gripping, see if you can take your weight back a little bit more. And find one more breath here. And then exhale, lower back down. And bring your hands to your hips now. Take your feet this way on your mat, wide. So you're facing the long edge of your mat with your blocks in front of you. Spin your heels out. Lift and stretch your toes. And as you stretch your toes, anchor the little toe side of your foot first. Get the little toe side of your foot and no toe to touch. And then let the rest of the toes lightly touch so your arches stay lifted. Feel the heels firmly root. Take your hands to the front of your thighs. Take the thigh bones back and move forward from the pelvis. So your spine is still long, Take your hands onto the blocks. Come into a flat back position here. Take the top of the thigh bones back more by pressing the heels. Keep your spine long, your elbows straight, your forehead looking at the floor. And follow an in-breath through your nose along the length of your spine. As you exhale the breath, feel the heels and balls of your feet press. And take one hand to the front of your hip bone. And then just so you can feel index finger right on the hip bone. Bend from the pelvis as far forward as you go. Take your hands, either with or without the blocks, in line, fingers in line with your big toes. Up and then in that position, and take the thighs back, come back into a little bit of a flat back here, so spine is long. So Lucy, take your blocks taller so your legs can stay more straight, but slide them back closer to your feet. Yeah, there you go. And then just fold as far as you go from the pelvis, let your head drop down. Shift your weight forward so that your hips are right over your ankles. Then as you observe your breath and your body here, just notice right side, left side. Is one side pressing more than another? And do what you can to even that up. Upper body completely passive. Legs, heels, yes, pressing. Little toe sides of your foot pressing. Top thigh bones rolling back. Top thigh muscles hugging in. Upper body completely passive. Inhale, come back into a flat back here. And then exhale, take your hands to your hips, take the elbows back as you come up. Step your feet in, give your legs a little shake. Sit your blocks in front of your mat again. And then take a blanket that is folded in half. And put the point of the fold in the middle of your mat, pointing forward, like that. Lucy, you want to turn it? Actually, no, that's good. That's good. So you're gonna sit so that your legs. We're gonna do a seated wide angle pose. So sit so that your heels are still on your mat. So you're lengthwise again. Yeah. And sit on that point. Take your hands next to your hips. Kind of lift up. Rotate the pelvis forward so you have a sitting bone on each side and the point comes right in the center. Look at the pubic bone. Take your hands to the top of the thighs. Rotate the thighs in, anchor the heels down, lift the toes straight up. Take your hands next to your hips, press the fingertips down, lift the whole spine up. And take your right hand and slide it on top of the right shin towards your right ankle. Let the elbow soften down. Take the left hand and slide it along your left ear. Come back into awareness of the length, the opening in the side body and the in-breath, the softening, grounding down, the out-breath. Good. Inhale, come on up. Left hand on the left shin bone. Slide that hand towards the ankle. Reach the right arm up. Let that left elbow soften. And then reach that right arm long by your ear. Come back into awareness of breath. That space in your body that the breath makes on the in-breath. Let your body just naturally softens on the out-breath. Each moment, returning your awareness to this moment, breath and body. A way of returning your awareness to the practice of yoga again and again. Human nature that we forget and wander. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release the hands. Take your hands now on the blocks in front of you, a little wider than your shoulders. Press the palms down. Stand up on your heels. From your pelvis, come forward. Just as far as you go, forward from the pelvis. And then when you go as far as you go, just let your elbows rest on the blocks. Let your upper body just release downward. Keep your legs engaged by hugging your thigh muscles to your thigh bones, gently pressing heels down just enough, not over efforting, just enough. Notice the in-breath here, especially in your low belly. Naturally, that space, in this position, that space spreads and opens on the in-breath.
And notice what happens in the hips, the low back, the top of the thighs, back of the thighs, and the out breath. Just notice, not trying to make anything happen, just notice what happens when you anchor your awareness in your breath. Natural awareness here is the low belly in this pose. Just notice that. Next in breath, slowly walk your hands back. And take your hands to the back of your knees and draw your legs up. Bring them in front of you and give them a hip. Come off of that blanket and place it where you like it for Shavasana. We're not there yet, but just have it within reach. Take your blocks out of the way. You have an eye mask and a strap within reach. Take your feet as wide as you want. And then lay back without any other props. They're just nearby for later. Bring your arms out to the side with your palms out, hands shoulder height. And start to make gentle rocking motions with your knees side to side. Bring your awareness to your hips, your thigh bones in the hip socket as you just start to rock a little. Notice whatever sensations are in those spaces. The space where the thigh bone meets the hip bone is one side tighter than the other. And then start to let the rocking motion increase in size. Go slow so that you can notice and feel sensation in the thigh hip joint. And then let both knees go all the way over to the right. Just as far as it feels good to you. And then from the top of your left hip bone, just imagine a line from the top of the hip bone extending out through the left knee. As you inhale, lengthen that line. As you exhale, let that left shoulder drop. Turn your gaze to look towards your left thumb. As you inhale the breath, just feel the ripple of breath lengthening the whole spine. And as you exhale the breath, feel the spaces in your body that might be tight, whether that's the hip, the low back, the knee. Just softening. And as you inhale the breath, bring the legs back up. Feet are still as wide as your mat. And then let both knees drop over to the left. Again, as you inhale the breath, line from the top of your left hip bone through the left knee. Just lengthen that line. Maybe even feeling the big toe side of that foot a little more firmly rooted. As you exhale, spin the chest and right shoulder towards the floor a little more. Turning your gaze to look over the right fingers. Feel the breath in the body. Feel your body respond to the breath. One in breath and one out breath at a time. Inhale slowly, lift the knees back up. Walk your feet a little closer together. Lift your toes so your heels are on the floor. And then just kind of gently shimmy your body by pressing the heels down, letting your skin of your back kind of catch towards the floor, and just kind of little gentle rocks in the spine. Now let that be still. And take your knees to your chest, your chin to your chest, your head on the floor. As you exhale the breath, let the thigh bones drop towards your ribs. As you inhale the breath, still connect to that length in the spine. And then take your strap and put about the middle of it across the balls of your feet so that you have one piece in each hand. Put the ball of the foot on the strap and press into this strap like you're trying to break it almost. And then roll your shoulders back to the floor. Keep your chin towards the chest, and then slowly let your legs straighten by letting the strap just slide through your hands so the elbows stay straight. Take the tailbone a little more towards your heel so you feel the low back connect. And then maybe wrap your hands around the strap so you don't feel like you have to effort to hold them. Keep the elbows straight, the shoulders, back of the shoulders to the floor. Then invite the top of the thigh bones just a little further away from your chest. Look at the space between your knees. If they're knocking in, hug your thigh bones in a little more snugly. And spin the upper inner thighs a little more back and wide. So see if you can line up the center of your hip joint with the center of your knee, the center of your ankle. It's hard to see your hip joint, but you'll know, does that line from your hip to your ankle look like a straight line on each leg? As you hold here, just feel lengthen the spine on the in-breath. Feel a space opening up in the back body on the out-breath. The back body that's touching the floor connected. The back of your legs that are raised, just opening a little more. Then walk your hands up on the straps so your elbows are straight. And you don't have to effort to hold. Checking in with the back of your legs if it feels like they're in a sweet spot right now, meaning there's enough of a stretch in the back of the thighs, stay there. You feel like you could use a little bit more, you can invite the ankles towards your head a little more, but keep the top of your thigh bones moving away from your chest. Not over efforting, just opening as the back of your thighs allow. No special place you need to go, no outcome to be had here. And take one more long in-breath here along the spine. And as you exhale your breath, invite the knees towards your chest. Let your strap off to the side. Keep your chin towards the chest. Just give a little gentle rock side to side. And land in the center. And bring your feet flat on the floor. With your knees bent, go ahead and take a blanket if you like under your head. If you normally have one under your knees, take that. Take your props out of the way. Your eye mask on. And pause for a moment with your knees bent, your hands on your low belly, little finger side of the hand above your hip bones. Back teeth apart. Back of the tongue and the floor of your mouth. And feel the fullness of breath in your body beneath your hands on the in-breath. Feel your abdomen receding towards the spine, your spine to the floor on the out breath. Take a couple more breaths with that awareness. Like a bellows action in your low belly through breath. Your next exhale, extend one leg and then the other. So that the heels are apart and toes are off to the side. Release one hand and then the other with the palms turned upward. Drop your chin a little more towards your chest and let your inner gaze land in the heart center. Awareness in the heart center. Notice your in-breath. Feel your out breath in this region of your body. Each in-breath, an invitation to bring awareness to the heart center. And each out breath, a deep letting go. Allow yourself these final moments to land in awareness of heart energy, heart breath. And slowly begin to bring a hint of awareness back to your body. wiggling your fingers and toes and noticing the sensations that arise. Moving one hand to rest in your belly, one hand to rest on the chest. Bending one knee up and then the other. And pausing to notice breath in your body. Your body responding to your breath. Gently roll your knees to the side, resting for a few breaths. Use your hands for support as you guide yourself back up to a seated position. And turn your thumbs to the sternum, hands in Namaskar. Take the arm bones back. And pause here to find an in-breath where you feel that lift from the tailbone to the crown of your head. And feeling an out-breath, bringing a wave of softness to the back of your body. And setting an intention to remember again and again. One in-breath, one out-breath. That simple awareness begins the practice of yoga. Namaste.